What is up, everybody? Holly here, and welcome back to what seems to be like forever and a day for the upcoming preview of the new Ark Ascended. Long overdue. I cannot wait. With me on the other side, I have my good friend Dark Swordsman, who is also our tribe mate and leader of our group. So both of us are going to be covering this little adventure today on both of our channels, so definitely check them out and show them a little bit of love and support. So as soon as this gets going, we will pick up with Ark Ascended when the trailer is finally being viewed.
What's happening, friends? Welcome to Podcast Unlocked. We are live. It's episode 618, immediately following that Xbox partner preview stream. I'm Ryan McCaffrey here in IGN's San Francisco studio, joined by the return of regular cast member who we just haven't been able to see for a while, Miranda Sanchez. Welcome back.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for having me back.
Joined for a special occasion. We've got plenty to talk about, a whole bunch of games we just saw.
All right, let's
also
hope
joining us
we
from
get
Spawn
some
on
good
Me, our friend Khalif Adams.
info
Good to see
about
you, Kyle.
Ark Ascended.
Good to see you all. Let's get into it. I'm excited to talk about all the goodies that we got a chance to see.
And down in LA, Destin Legary. Hello, my friend.
Good to see you, Ryan. Good to see you, Miranda.
Yeah. I'm always just like, thanks for having me back, guys. I'm really excited. I've missed this.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And of course, good to see you, Ka.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, Ka and I had a pact last week that we were going to celebrate the start of the NBA season by wearing jerseys today. Ka did his part. So now I wasn't counting on my Diamondbacks winning the pennant last night. So I've got my Diamondback jersey, but I did make you a promise, Khalif. I did make you a promise. So
reveal.
So yeah, we'll get into it.
This is the one more thing from the show.
Yeah, this is the one more thing. It's actually it's the new Suns jersey. It's the new
nice.
jersey, but we'll get into it here.
Very good.
The partner preview. That was a fun 30 minutes. I will say I had my expectations set. I wouldn't say low, but I knew they weren't.
Okay, so
set,
I was
like,
expecting
in the
we get a
atmosphere.
longer gameplay.
I wasn't
for
expecting, and
the little bit
they
that I did show in
made
the
sure
beginning.
not to set the
Obviously, that was
expectations
just a preview.
to very
So
high. We knew
hopefully
we weren't
here
going to be getting any
soon
game
we will
reveals
get
out of that.
more
But we
info
actually
about
did.
Ark
They
Survival
set the,
Ascended.
just set the expectation down here, and then we got a couple
until then,
little
I'm
things.
gonna
Let me just
let
go around
this
the
roll.
table first, because there were a bunch of games in that 30 minutes, and let's just get everybody's favorite right out of the gate. Miranda, I'll go to you. It's Shake Off the Rust, the podcast Unlocked Rust. And what was your favorite thing in there in that last half hour?
Alan Wake 2, because we got Old Gods of Asgard, which is the in-game band for the Alan Wake franchise, and we got some of their music. But Con and I were just saying, like, we have to look away. We can't see this. Like, that game's coming out this week, and I don't want to see anything else at this point. So
I know, I just got my
hard
code
to
for it. I'm just like, I'm so close to playing it, and it's only 2 days away for general release here. Khalif, your top pick from the last 30 minutes.
As I held my eyes away from the screen to not watch Alan Wake, it had to have been Metal Gear Snake Eater Remake, because that looked ridiculously good. As a big MGS fan, seeing where that's going and seeing it in Unreal Engine 5, woo boy, that looks good. So hype for that.
Destin, are you going to join Ka on this, I'm guessing?
Well, I was torn between two, actually. There was one I didn't expect to impress me as much, but I will echo Ka's sentiment. Metal Gear Solid Delta looks phenomenal, being developed in Unreal Engine 5. I can't wait to play that game. Like, getting to see the intro area and a few later game spots was really, really nice to see. Yeah, remember, we've only been teased with a few screenshots of this. So this is actually getting to see gameplay in action, what it's going to be like. Like, look at how the mud moves around him and how it's so cool to see a fully realized version of Metal Gear Solid 3 running in Unreal Engine 5, next-gen hardware. And this game is phenomenal, so I cannot wait to play through it again, especially with the re-release of Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1, which has a plethora of issues. I won't get into that, but it is nice to see Konami at least focusing back on the Metal Gear Solid franchise, and hopefully Delta is everything we hope it is.
Yeah,
Sorry to take up so much time. We got to talk about Ark also.
Oh, we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I mean, it is good to hang here on MGS3 for a moment, because, you make a good point about the fact that we were only teased on this with screenshots. And if you kind of zoom out a little bit with Unreal Engine 5 in general, we've had a couple of UE5 games ship, and they're beautiful. Lords of the Fallen, Immortals of Avium are a couple notable ones that come to mind. But one of the things that Unreal Engine 5 is supposed to be really good at is generating like forests with all the light filtering through the leaves and the god rays and stuff. And this might be the first time we've kind of really seen that in Unreal Engine 5 running in a proper game rather than a tech demo. So yeah, I agree. This looked great. I mean, this is pretty cool. Yeah, look at, I'm a sucker for good lighting in any game. You give me good lighting, and that's going to make me happy 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, I recently played through at least the first few hours of Metal Gear Solid 3, so getting to see it, it's very surprising to see just how much they've been able to keep the original formula, but also evolve these set piece areas. Like, that was a boss fight location in that underground sort of cave looking thing, and the little crabs and frogs that you eat to survive basically in the game. I'm very excited about this one. I hope it comes out and it runs well, and hopefully they do this with some of the other Metal Gear games. Like, I would love to see Metal Gear 1 remade in Unreal Engine 5, where they don't go as far as they did with the GameCube version of the game, Twin Snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm also a huge Metal Gear fan, Ka. I do feel like, Ryan, we should I think Ark was also very impressive. Ark Survival Ascended.
Please take it away. Yeah.
Yeah, that because Kyle took Metal Gear, and I wanted to fanboy out about it. I also want to mention Ark Survival Ascended, because I haven't really paid too much of attention to Ark. Ark Survival Ascended was originally October, I guess, but they didn't have a date or anything. It just says coming soon. But to see this engine and what it's capable of, and like just the dinosaurs walking around in the foliage like this, like that's really impressive. It's a very stunning visual set piece to have within your presentation, and I think expanding awareness about Ark and how far the game has come since the original Survival Ascended, it's looking really, really great visually, and it has me interested to hop in and play a game and learn a little bit more about it.
Well,
and how to shoot dinosaurs.
Destin, I'm going to ask you an ignorant question here, and I'm sure I'll get laughed at in the comments, which is fine. I'm okay with that. But I haven't played Ark since it first dropped into game preview on Xbox One, what, 5-6 years ago, maybe more at this point. So I haven't played it in some time. Is Survival Ascended a full-on sequel? Because Ark 2 was announced with that Vin Diesel trailer like 3 years ago, and we haven't seen it yet. So where does this fit in? Do you know?
As far as I know, the chat will probably, give me flack also, but I believe Ark Survival Ascended is like an expansion to the original game, and potentially sort of like No Man's Sky Next, where it's almost like a relaunch for the original game.
All right.
Where they have this amazing looking expansion, but chat's going to know more than I am. I'm just trying to remember what I read a year ago on Wikipedia.
So what I've seen is basically that this is a remake of the original with expansions. So like there's more to it, but it is the original.
I'm all for that. And yeah,
it's a remaster. It's a remaster. That's what chat's saying. Chat knows better than I do.
Well, remasters don't usually look that
remaster. Good. That's why I was incorrect.
That looks really good. We're talking about awesome foliage. We had it in spades in the last 30 minutes between Ark and Metal Gear Delta. Well, I'll give my pick. And
I'm admittedly a noob, chat. Yeah,
I would probably go with Alan Wake as well. But in the spirit of being different, I will go with the other game that really did honestly jump out at me. And it's a Ryan McCaffrey kind of game. I loved. Yeah, it's Still Wakes the Deep. As soon as it started, it was like, oh, it's a first person, like walking simulator, weird stuff going on kind of game. Like, yep, that's sign me up for that. It's developed by the Chinese Room, and I really loved Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
I like that a lot too.
That was one of my favorite games from that generation. So yeah, I mean, this is tailor made where it's just going to be mysterious and weird and maybe creepy as well. And actually, I guess definitely creepy because we heard some. Destin was freaking out about the baby sounds down in the bowels of the oil rig.
No, there weren't baby sounds, and I was like, oh, they're just using some guy going. I'm like, I'm fine with that.
Well, the haunted shrieks down in the bowels of the boat or the oil rig, pardon me, in the middle of the ocean. So yeah, this is going to be early 2024. Game Pass, which most everything we just saw in that partner preview live stream is indeed coming to Game Pass. So all right, we've each given a favorite. Let's kind of run back through everything. We don't necessarily have to spend the whole show on this because we've got plenty of other Xbox stuff that's happened over the last week to talk to you about as well. But let's cover off on these. I mean, Alan Wake 2, I don't know what else really we want to say. Khalif, the fact that you didn't want to watch it speaks pretty well to how much you're looking forward to this game.
Oh yeah, I mean, as a huge fan of the series, and I'm basically running through review right now to get to play more of it, and I don't want to see the cool stuff that's coming. It's gonna all be cool, so I'm like, I don't want to see the cool stuff you just put in your trailer. I don't need that because I'm gonna see it in a couple of hours or so. But I think them showcasing so much of the game shows the confidence that they have in it. I think them being able to kind of do that with it coming out in a couple of days, that just really gives Remedy another kind of feather in their cap to say, like, we have something really cool coming for you, and you should enjoy it if you're a big fan of the series. So yeah, when you make me not want to watch your preview content, that tells me that I'm excited for it.
You've got Khalif on media blackout, and that's in our line of work. That's a special thing. That's a special thing. Miranda, you are a bit more of a recent, but a fully fledged Remedy fangirl at this point. You've been going in over the last few years on your personal streams. You've gone back and basically played through most of their entire catalog, at least starting from Alan Wake 1, right?
Yeah, so I started with Alan Wake 1, played a little bit of American Nightmare, played Control, played all the DLC. So I'm
All right, guys. So not a lot to offer with Ark Ascended or Survival Ascended. From what we are understanding, game will not be able or will not be available, that is, until sometime in November. So, which is a total lie from what we were told initially. We were told that gameplay will be available for all consoles by the end of October. So this is a big low blow from both Wildcard and Snails Games. So hopefully there is a good excuse for all that. If you are wanting more updates on Ark Survival Ascended, leave me a comment down below. And as soon as more information becomes available, I will keep you guys up to date. And as always, thank you for joining me on this. Was supposed to be a hype and fantastic release of Ark Survival Ascended, but now has become the downfall of my destruction. Anywho, guys, thank you for joining me, and I will keep y'all updated with any and all upcoming events with Ark Survival Ascended. Take care, guys.